Let's talk about Topps Fright Flicks. And please leave a like if you want to know what 30-year-old gum tastes like while the intro plays. We are so close to the 1,000 subscriber giveaway contest, so if you'd like a chance to win this Darth Vader issue number 3 in a 9.8, the first appearance of Dr. Aphra, please be subscribed to my channel, comment and like on one of my videos. Good luck, everyone. How's it going, everybody? My name's Jordan and welcome back to Basement Collectibles. And if you're new here and if you like comics, toys, movies, arcades, and other 80s collectibles, please consider subscribing for more great content. I've been an 80s movie horror fan since I was in public school, and to see these iconic horror villains on trading cards, I just had to pick up some packs. I remember bringing $5 to school one day with me, and I asked one of the older kids if they could buy some Fright Flick cards for me, not knowing that they were at my nearest convenience store. So a few days later, the kid came back and gave me a brown bag, and it had over 14 packs of these cards. I didn't want to open them up at school because I was worried the teachers were going to take these away from me of how gory these cards were. So let's look back at these Fright Flick cards and I'll go over some of the history of them. 1988 Topps Fright Flicks is one of the most overlooked trading card sets of the 1980s. Featuring a mix of 15 horror films, it's unlikely that there will ever be another set like it. Mixing gore and comedy, it's kind of the sets that delights a lot of kids and makes parents cringe. The base set has 90 cards, done in a similar style to the company's earlier You'll Die Laughing and Creature feature sets. 1988 Topps Fright Flicks makes horror fun. It doesn't hold back on the gore, there's plenty of it, but it balances out all with cheesy, groan-worthy captions that result in the kind of sets kids would hide in their drawers and sift through when they thought no one was looking. While the set is fun, it's in its own right, the fact that it draws from so many films in a licensing feat that could likely not be duplicated today. 1988 Topps Fright Flicks is currently the only set of mainstream trading cards to feature the original Ghostbusters, Predator, and Poltergeist. The checklist is very heavy on Nightmare on Elm Street franchise with several cards for each of the first 3 films. This shouldn't be a surprise given the popularity of Freddy Krueger at the time. The list of films that were showcased in this card box set were Alien, Aliens, An American Werewolf in London, Day of the Dead, The Fly from 1986, Fright Night, Ghostbusters, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, 2, and 3, Poltergeist Part 1 and 2, Pumpkinhead, Predator. Base cards have a very simple front design. There's an often gory image, a white border, and a one-liner caption done in a cartoonish red font. Card backs are more complex, but just as strange. Did it ever happen? Is the headline across the top as it joined by an illustration of a knife-carrying monster? Rather than write-ups from the films, each card back acts as a mini urban legend, told in 100 words or less. A marquee at the bottom states the film, the image the front came from. Traditional with Topps Entertainment products at the time, each product came with one sticker. The 11-card set has more images from the feature films. Backs can be arranged to complete a puzzle that's a collage of several monsters found in the set. There's also the Canadian 1988 OPG Fright Flicks, which has slightly larger checklist at 101 cards. I picked up this card set about 5 years ago for $100, and right now on eBay they're selling for about $200. I don't know if the camera's going to catch this, but the original price tag is still on it, and it says $32.95. So not a bad deal, I guess, in 1988 for these cards. But I'm just happy that I got the box in great condition, and also doesn't have that patented Sharpie line across the cover of Freddy Krueger, and most trading card sets had that black line after so many years. So happy to have it, and I have this right now displayed behind my bar. You can actually, I think, see this box set sitting behind me when I started out on YouTube with the first 15 videos. Really like the marketing on here with Freddy Krueger saying, "Hiya kids, want to see something gross?" holding up some of the trading cards, and also just the covers on the pack with Freddy Krueger, person from Fright Night, Pumpkinhead, and of course Predator. The only 2 villains I would have loved to seen on this would have been Jason Voorhees and of course Michael Myers, but I'm sure again with all the licensing that they wouldn't have been able to pull it off. But it's just great to see Ghostbusters, one of my favorite movies as well, being in this card set. So the biggest question is though, what does 30-year-old gum taste like now being wedged in these cards for all this time? Let's test it out. really bad. For a second there, it had a hint of bubblegum flavor, and then it just went to gross paste. So I highly recommend not eating 30-year-old bubblegum, but I thought I'd at least try it once because I have a few cases of other cards that came with bubblegum from back in the day, which I really enjoyed when I bought the cards, but not 30 years later. So that's it for this video. I really appreciate you watching till the end and hopefully learn something new about Fright Flicks trading cards. And if you're new here, again, if you can please leave a like, comment, and possibly subscribing on your way out. And I'll see everybody on the next video. Take care.